And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark, where we're going to continue trying to look for a maple sapling. In this part, mainly probably going to be coming back along Crumbling Highway. We're going to do a little bit of beachcombing as we do that. Might want to start up a fire, just to have a lit torch for the beachcombing. Never mind, I think it's transitioning to a blizzard here. Yeah, I think it's swamped to a blizzard. It might just be storm conditions, not a blizzard. Though, it sounds very blizzardy. And storm conditions, we're going to be better off just taking shelter. Hello, rabbit. Trying to partially wait it out.
Can't feel my hands.
Into the abandoned Harris home. Basement down here is a nice warm place.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Spend some time to warm up. Slap the bedroll down. We'll sleep like 2 hours and see if that clears the blizzard. Doesn't sound like it's cleared the blizzard. Let's stick our head out and see if it has. It might just be storm conditions out there, just high wind. Yeah, that still looks like a blizzard. Do another 2 hours. This should at least give me back my full carrying capacity. Should be nice to have for some beachcombing. Yeah, so it sounds like the blizzard's gone now. And this is probably as warm as it's going to get for the day. For the rest of the day. So, yeah, this is great weather. Beachcomb rumbling here, or just go straight back to. We have to get past the wolf, I think. It's probably not worth the effort. We'll just go back to Coastal. Oops. Be careful not to run into wolf number 2. Till we're far enough along that it can't stop us. I don't think the wolf can come through this bit where you gotta crouch. Usually once you're past there, you're not gonna worry about the wolves anymore. But yeah, I haven't had the best of luck finding places where there are maple that I haven't harvested. And we got 3 of the 4 we wanted for the travois, but that's 1 less than we need, all things considered. I think we'll beachcomb our way back to Jackrabbit, where we'll check the status of the rabbit traps. To complete the trade, we need 6 rabbit furs cured, so minimum of 3 days after we get the next 3 rabbits. And I suppose once we get the next 3 rabbits, we can pull the traps in and just focus on fishing to quickly generate all the meat. Seeing something on the beach there. I say beach. Beachcombing, because of the frozen ice here in the Long Dark, obviously doesn't involve the beach. The sandy beach. The sandy beach is too far away from the edge. So that's the campfire where we cooked fish earlier. Yeah, it's a torch. That's not what we want. Sorry, case?
There's got to be something useful in here.
Functionally 1 piece of fabric. Birch sapling. Not the sapling type we're looking for, but still not nothing. Is that another piece of birch sapling? Yes. So just like we found birch sapling there, we can find maple. I think it's less common. Which maybe isn't that surprising, because I think you go through birch. Well, you get two arrows out of each birch one, right? So you kind of go through birch at a ratio of like late game, like ratio of like 5 to 1. So I wouldn't be surprised if the beach comes something like 5 to 1 balance. You get like 5 birch saplings to every 1 maple or something, average. If we were to pick all the beach coming up. New backpack. Nothing in it, but new backpack. I think that's just a stick. Oh, that's a beach carving stick, which is interesting. There's a bit in here, where if you're good at nailing rabbits with a stone, you can do rabbit hunting. No, we're gonna go over to our snares and jackrabbit. We'll likely get 3. Well, we might not get 3 rabbits in one bowl. Definitely had 2 generations of rabbits the last time we grabbed rabbits. At slightly different condition rates. Another beachcomb fish.
Too much stuff to carry.
This is another one of those can't be traded in Sutherland, but it's decent for making lantern oil. It's also decent for just having food. Anyway, we have plenty of fishing tackle here. Oh, we can leave coal behind. And some sticks. And some sticks. If anything, we're ready to fish because we got the water to fish.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
We're gonna check up on the traps, and then, well, the traps at this point probably have something in them. So we'll harvest the contents of the traps, and then we probably sleep the night away. Well, we probably won't sleep the night away with our fatigue level, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Depends on how long it takes to harvest the rabbits we find. Is that a fish? No, that's a better. It's a birch bark. Oh, another birch sapling. Cattail stalks. The fish. I moved the fish because, again, these are somewhat valuable. And they don't, once you move them, they don't despawn. From a beachcombing standpoint. So I tend to pull them off the beach, and I take them back to centralized cooking locations like the fishing hut over there. And then I cook them up as a batch to make fishing oil and such, or lantern oil and such. Okay, one rabbit. Didn't ruin the snare. Didn't ruin the snare. Another rabbit. And a snare. Okay, all the snares survived. That's interesting. This point I would have expected some to have gone kaput from statistics. No, granted I would have expected like one to go. Okay. Let's get the knife to work. If I just wanted to pass time, we could do it all barehanded, but no, we're gonna deploy the knife. Yeah, this one's definitely fresher than the last batch. Okay, rabbit goods harvested. Drop, drop, drop. We'll drop the green birch saplings here as well. And do I want to drop the rabbit meat tonight? We'll see what the weather looks like. If I got decent visibility, we'll drop it tonight. Yeah, this looks like decent visibility. So taking this fish over to the fishing hut. When we sit down to do a bunch of fishing, we'll probably cook through all the beachcomb to fish. Generate some lantern fuel to put in the... Oh. That's a new one. Okay. Never mind, we're not moving the fish. I'm at a glitch where it was trying to put it below the ice. It's not an appropriate place to place it. Not a problem. It'll still be where we left it. Sprint to get there a little faster. Also burn through a little bit more fatigue so we can sleep a little bit longer. There we go. Down to 4 more kilograms of any meat. So we'll probably end up needing the last of it with fish, but... in the meantime, this hasn't been a bad way to slowly progress our quest here. Hydrate up, sleep for as long as the character will sleep, which will probably leave us early morning. Yep, there we go. Really early morning. Okay. Pull the lantern up. And we'll step outside. This is cold weather, but at least the visibility is decent. We're not gonna, like, miss the fishing hut on the way over to Jackrabbit. Thinking about it. It's probably been nibbling on it too long. Yeah. He's been nibbling on it too long. Well, I have more meat.
Turned out pretty well.
I was going to steal the rabbit from him so I can get the rabbit hide, but we've stolen his life instead. Very different. Totally unplanned. Okay, we're going to probably be coal in that fire. We're probably going to be warm next to the fire. Assuming the, nothing to harvest, yeah. You got everything off the fire. Which is a shame, because we would have liked the hide off of that rabbit. We're warm next to this fire. Let's take everything off that we're going to take with a knife.
Making my head feel thick.
Make water while we're doing that.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
We'll take the hide off of him quickly. Surprisingly not very warm next to this fire. It's a 21-degree fire, and I'm only barely warm. Yeah, we're only like 3 degrees warm next to this fire. Interesting. Take a quick sprint over to our food stockpile, eat some food. Then we'll come back and we'll drop some of that meat off to do our trade. And then we'll move the guts and the hide up to the cabin.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
He's exaggerating that. He's got plenty of condition left in him. I think my fish pile is getting a bit small. Granted, we have a pile of uncooked fish out front. So maybe I should be a little less worried. Just have to actually spend some time cooking. Close it. Okay, let's take a moment, do a little bit of inventory triage, disassemble the damaged arrow, sharpen the knife. Okay, we're not quite as warm as I'd like to be.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
They'll warm up much faster in Misanthrope than trying to sit next to this fire. Let's get our stuff delivered and warm up in the house.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I think this might be translating to a blizzard. Which I suppose if we're hoping for Maple via beachcombing is a good thing, but is it not the plan? Ooh. Ooh. 10th of kilogram short. Wouldn't be surprised if we get off of a rabbit in a bit, though, so... Not too worried about that. Okay, let's... Oh, before I pass time, let's drop our crafting equipment off, so we can save the carrying capacity, and then we'll pass an hour to warm up. I say pass an hour, I didn't let it actually pass a whole hour, we just decelerated time as soon as we were warm. Anyway, this is full on blizzard. I am going to take the risk of just sprinting over to the next island. Unlike the fishing cabin, the next island's big enough to usually not miss. It was trying to find the fishing cabin to fill the character up that got me trapped in the hut with the timber wolves. We're going to sprint up to the cabin. We're going to warm up for an hour in the cabin. And then going to go check the snares. We need one more bunny to have the hides to cure for the quest. So, pretty high likelihood that we actually have it in the snare at this point once we're warmed up. And we just come over here and harvest it inside where it's nice, safe, and warm while waiting for the blizzard to clear. And we got more than we need. Okay, pick up the snare, pick up the rabbit. Pick up the rabbit, pick up the snare, pick up the snare. Sprint back to our building, where we can harvest this in the ice and warmth. And we don't need any more rabbits after this one, so we'll drop the 3 snares off inside where they're safe. Now, as far as the trade, most of the meat now is excessive. Probably would have been better to keep the wolf meat over the rabbit meat, but I was hoping that the wolf meat would have been enough by itself. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of surplus rabbit meat, because we only need to take like 1/10 of a gram back.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
So we'll probably take that one over. Whoops.
My stomach. It hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Just gave myself food poisoning. How would I treat that? Antibiotics that we probably have on hand? Okay. Ruined antibiotics. Okay, we have a Reishi tea. That'll be fine. And then sleep for 10 hours. Okay. We're gonna... Can I get away with harvesting you? Not watching... Oh no, we are losing condition while we're doing this, so... Maybe not ideal. Granted, we'll probably get that much condition back from sleeping. But yeah, let's not do that again. Did not need the calories that badly. Okay, food poison, killed. Go for quick hydration. We do have an Aurora, which is not quite what I want, given the circumstances right now, but... Isn't also the worst. Drop the guts, drop the hide. Step outside. Because at least in Roar means high visibility. Drop you, drop you, drop you. It's a flyover, okay. Yeah, Roar at least means high visibility, meaning I should be able to safely get over to the trade site to drop this meat off. Because I should be able to see any of the wolves in the way. Yeah, drop that, because we want to spend a moment to eat some fish. Some cooked fish. Wow, I might legitimately be out of fish over here. I'm surprised. Thought that would be an inexhaustible pile of fish, but apparently not. Well, I guess that's just a sign that I'm overdue for a very long fishing trip.
Feel numb.
Yeah, drop this one bit of meat off. We can drop a little bit of the water off. And it's not like I have a shortage of food. We've got food up the wazoo over here. Just needs cooking. Drop the last piece of meat. Drop the water. I can drop another 2 liters of water here.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
That's probably a good point to put in a part break. So we're gonna hop up into the house here, use the save point to put in a part break for you two. I got one more place, one more rough area on the map I can check for maple saplings. Though maybe the middle of the aurora is not the best time to go over there to check, all things considered. But yeah, we got one more place to check for maple. But we'll check that in the next part. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. I'm going to be bad. I think I'm going to record one last part tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short stretch between parts to sip a little bit of tea, and then we'll get to recording the next part. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.